So this girl that you tried to move in with, she changed the locks on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I actually did move in with her and was paying her $600 a month rent.
Yeah.
Because she needed money and I needed a place to live. So.
What's her first name?
Her first name, Diana.
What would you say to her right now if she happens to see? If Diana sees this video, what would you say to her?
Why don't you donate since you threw me out with no notice and change the locks? That's what I tell her.
So I noticed you got a bit of an accent, sir. Where are you from?
I'm from New York originally. I was born in Manhattan, New York.
Okay. So when's the last time you were arrested?
A year ago, February of 23.
What was that for?
Supposedly for buying drugs, but I didn't. The officer said I was buying drugs. I didn't buy drugs. I had drugs on me, and my friend handed me a fireball. It was 2 a.m. at a gas station not far from here.
Handed you a fireball?
Yeah,
Just an alcoholic drink?
Yeah, an alcoholic beverage. And the police officer said that he saw me do a drug deal, which was not the truth at all.
What police department was it?
It was actually the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department.
Where was it?
On Clearwater Largo Road at the mobile station.
He accused you of doing a drug deal and you didn't do it?
No, I didn't do, yes.
Did you end up pleading guilty to it to get out of jail with time served or what?
Well, yeah, after spending X amount of months in jail, I'd spent 97 days in jail.
Wow, for something you didn't do, huh?
Well, I mean, I had illegal drugs on me. So, but
well,
the
what
way
was the drug?
It was cocaine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did it have fentanyl in it too, or just
no fentanyl.
Are you worried about fentanyl? Are you worried about fentanyl getting in some drugs that you're doing?
Yeah, I'm worried about it. I mean, I don't understand why people do that
they
stuff.
say it's in everything these days.
It might be. I'm not sure, but I don't understand why people would use that as a recreational drug. I mean, I see people laying around like passed out, blacked out, and it's killing people. Why would people even mess with it? I don't understand.
How old are you?
I'm 65.
What's your source of any income that you may have?
I'm retired from the Navy.
So
I get 20
military income?
I get military income, and I get my Social Security that I worked, paid into my whole life. FICA, Social Security. Old age Social Security.
What's the highest annual income you've ever experienced?
In my life? The highest amount of money I ever made? When I retired as a Navy chief, I was making maybe $70,000 a year.
Okay. And what year was that?
I retired in 2010.
Okay. So how much you make now from your two sources of income, being Social Security and your Navy benefits?
Well, my ex-wife divorced me 2 years after I got out of the Navy, and she could have got half my pension by law, but I talked her into a third, so
You did what?
I talked her into only taking a third of my pension instead of half of it.
Okay.
And
so what does that
the answer to the question is I get about $3,200 a month.
$3,200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's cut to the chase here. And the main thing people would ask you is, why are you homeless? If you make $3,200 a month, that's enough to get a place, isn't it?
Sure it is, but I have a record, and it's hard to people don't want to rent you. And really, $3,200 isn't a lot of money.
It's not a ton, is it? It's really
no, it's not a lot of money. Not if you look around at the way rents have gone up around here.
Yeah, Pinellas County, Florida costs a lot for rent.
Largo is crazy.
So
I mean,
you had a record. What's your record?
I've had a couple of drug possessions mostly. That's it.
Are you a sex offender?
No. I have 30 and 28-year-old daughters.
Okay.
I raised 2 kids. I was married for 25 years. I'm not a sex offender, by far. I have a couple of petty thefts. Stole the beer.
Have you been homeless in other states as well, or
just Florida. Just Largo, at St. Petersburg.
What was the last time you had an inside place to sleep?
December.
You've been sleeping outside ever since then?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Or you do a shelter sometimes or something? Where do you sleep?
At like closed stores that are, not empty, vacant stores and stuff like that.
Like in the walkway, like in the entryway, or actually inside the store?
In the back, no, not inside. In the back of it, maybe on the side of it, and in the front of it. Sometime it depends. Depends on how busy the traffic is around the store itself.
Where and how often do you shower?
Oh God. Well, I used to shower at a friend's place around the corner here, and then we had a falling out. So I usually wash with a hose or wash up in a bathroom like a McDonald's or something like that.
Have you thought about getting a gym membership?
I thought about it, only for that purpose, to take a shower, because I mean I don't need to. I ride a bike 20 miles a day, and I walk a lot. I don't need to get on a treadmill to get exercise. I'm not joining a gym for exercise. If I want to exercise, I'll go to the basketball court down the road and play basketball.
You can shower there and stuff,
yeah,
right?
that's
It's
the
an
only
air
reason.
conditioning.
That's the only reason why I would do it, is for showering.
So, you originally from New York?
Yes.
What part of New York?
I was born in Manhattan. I lived in the Bronx and Queens. My mother married a Long Island Railroad conductor, and we got out of the ghetto in New York, moved to Long Island. So I lived. Go ahead.
What brought you to Pinellas County?
I joined the Navy in 1988. I turned 30 in boot camp.
Okay.
What brought me to Pinellas County was when she wanted a divorce. I lived in Jacksonville for 20-something years. She wanted a divorce. I had just bought a $300,000 house in St. Augustine, and right after we closed on it, she wanted a divorce. So
That doesn't make any sense. What was up with that?
Ask her.
What's her name?
Lori.
Ask her.
I don't want to ask her. I don't want
What would
to.
you say to Lori if she sees this? What would you say to Lori in case she just happens to see this?
I'm not bitter about it anymore. I mean, I
still-
was for a while, though.
You still love her?
I love my kids. I miss my kids.
Do you miss Lori?
No. Sometimes.
All right, folks, we're going to pause and come back for part 2, Background and Family with Joseph. Stay tuned.